What's up, guys? This is Juan from Kia Auto. We're in the Canyons today, so we're reviewing this 2004 G35. This is my buddy Sasu's car. He has owned this car for a while now, and he was nice enough to let me drive it today. So you guys thank him in the comments. He actually got new tires before this review just yesterday. So thank you, Sasu. This car needs it a lot. This car obviously comes with the VQ35 DE. Now this engine makes 260 horsepower from factory, which is, let me tell you, plenty, especially for a car up here. Now you could tell the car has a lot of weight to it because it's a heavy car, it's a luxury car, but this engine moves it around so quick. Now this engine is super torquey, and I mean, I'm sure you guys know by now, these engines sound so amazing whenever you do an exhaust on this one. Now this one doesn't have it for say an aftermarket exhaust, but it does have a muffler delete, or you know, just unbolting the muffler is what it is. So all right. So the brakes on this car is super great. Actually, they're really loaded. They have a lot of feedback, which makes stopping, you know, a car this big obviously super fun and easy. Now this car's lowered. We think it's on springs. We actually don't know. We have never been under the car, but the car does body roll just a little bit, not enough to discomfort the driver, obviously. And I'm actually pretty amazed how this car handles up here. Being that it's such a heavier car, it actually handles pretty great. Now this car weighs around 3,500 pounds, which is actually not too bad, but obviously on the heavier side. It is a luxury sedan after all. But coming onto these roads, this car actually seems pretty nimble. Now with this automatic transmission, again, this is a 5-speed. This is a 5-speed transmission, and if you don't handle the shifts manually, this transmission will take a while to shift. That's obviously apparent with a lot of earlier cars. A lot of the new cars have, you know, dual clutches, but this one does fine with this automatic gearbox. If you're willing to shift yourself, then this car becomes actually a little bit more fun. It will hold the gear, like right now I'm in second gear through these corners, and I do have traction control on. Traction control is letting me know to not do anything dumb right now. And again, this car just gets up and goes, I swear. All right. Woo. So traction control back there kept me from slipping, which is again fine. This is what you want in your daily driver. I am not gonna turn traction control out just because I know I could get into a lot of trouble. So I've always thought about the G35 as the muscle car of the Japanese world, just because again it has a lot of torque, a lot of horsepower for the engine. So this engine received top 10 engines of 2002 all the way to 2006, I believe. So again, these engines are known to make a lot of horsepower and stay very reliably. There's naturally aspirated builds out there. They go as far as the 400 wheel horsepower. It's pretty amazing what the Japanese cars were able to do back then, especially since my buddy owns a 2002 valve Mustang. That one's a 5-speed as well, and this engine made as much horsepower as that thing did. And that one's obviously has 2 more cylinders and a little bit more than a liter in displacement, which is pretty crazy to think. And I believe the power band is just as nice on this thing. Now honestly, if you're looking for a daily driver, something like this is just amazing. It really is. You have the comfort of, you know, leather seats, very nice interior, moonroof obviously, and a car that is crazy fast. It's crazy to think how nice it is up here. I honestly didn't know what to expect. I've driven my buddy's car before, but not like this, and never in the canyons. So I didn't know what to expect coming in, but God, does it handle? It really does. It could be the fresh tires. Power is just sufficient, honestly. Anyone that tells you need 500 horsepower plus to have fun, Braulio, I'm looking at you. They're wrong. Just, man, this thing is amazing up here. I can't say enough nice things about this car. Now with maybe like a pair of coilovers, this thing would be a lot nicer. The only thing that I'm looking at right now is just a little bit of body roll that takes away a little bit of the confidence. I know they offered a manual on these things in the sedans as well. Haven't driven a high horsepower car in a while since I got rid of my Mazda. I've been on the Golf, and the Golf is all right over here. But man, is this thing great. This thing just sticks. I mean, maybe it is because I have the traction control on. I haven't noticed it kick in too much and disturb me from the power band. I did try it without the traction control, and this car gets very, very tail happy, which is not what I want over here. Now, build quality in these things, the interiors has held up really great. With the Nissans and most of the Nissans, you always have that issue with the dash cracking and stuff. That's just their plastics. They're known to do that. It's a very known thing in the Nissan world. So if you own a Nissan, you probably know already. It's pretty amazing how this car handles, how this car feels, how much power it has, because you would not believe it. This car has 196,000 miles on the clock. So for it to handle like this, for it to have this much power and feel this lively, it's pretty amazing. I gotta give it to Nissan for this car. They did just an amazing job on this thing. So I'm gonna keep on driving it for a little bit, and then I'll come back with the conclusion for this thing. I gotta have a little bit more fun. All right, you guys. So I'm back. Took a little break. Oh my God, this thing just growls. It's crazy. all right, you guys. I need to get myself together. So right now, as I was driving, I came to the realization that now I understand why people do builds on the 350s, on the coupes. I understand it. I haven't owned a front engine rear wheel drive car, but I can see why these things are built left and right to be drift cars, to be drag cars. These things can handle it. They have a lot of potential. Now, if you want, a Canyon car, if you want a weekend car, if you want just a spirited car that you could drive hard all the time, yeah, I understand why you should probably get the sedan with the stick if you want 4 doors, or get the coupe with the stick, or get the 350. I understand that. Otherwise, I mean, for a daily driver, the automatic is not that bad. Obviously, it's not the ideal setup on these things, but it honestly really isn't bad. As long as you're willing to shift it yourself, then again, you shouldn't have too much trouble with it. Otherwise, it does take a minute to think. But being that my buddy got this car for less than $2,000, you really can't beat something like this for a daily driver. For your daily driver to be as much fun over here on the Canyons, it's really priceless. I gotta say it really is priceless. Thank you guys for watching. Jesus, thank you so much for letting me borrow your car. You're pretty crazy to hand me the keys to this thing, and I respect that. I really do. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell down there. Oh crap! What are these? Are these peacocks? Oh, these are turkeys. There's turkeys on the road. Let us know what you would like to see later on. We're also trying to build a schedule. I'm thinking Sundays. I did a poll on Instagram yesterday. A lot of people said Mondays as well. So let us know when it would be that you guys would like to see the content uploaded. Whether it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, any day of the week. Just let us know what you think, and then we'll rearrange stuff. We're gonna be uploading at least once a week now. So get ready to see a lot of videos like this. And again, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to stay updated, and till next one.